Cool. Hello, friends. That should work now. Welcome back to the Comfy Org Town Hall in its newest format. We used to do this on the Discord, but we're going to start doing it on YouTube and all the places so that you can access it anytime. You can come back to it. You can learn about stuff. You can see the interviews later, etc., etc. I'm here with Midjourney Man. I'm Pers. Y'all know us from, every week. But yeah, we're just here to talk about what happened this week and what's going on and all the fun stuff that is happening. We have an embarrassment of models that have dropped, an embarrassment of riches of open source and otherwise models that have dropped this week. So we're gonna dive into some of the new fun stuff you can do with HiDream and LTX and Comfy. But again, that's just the beginning. There's lots of new other models and toys and stuff to play with. And we'll show you some fun stuff that's been happening and some cool stuff the community made and all that. So welcome. And as always, if you have any comments, things like that, throw them in the chat and we'll try to address them as the show goes on. And then after the stream tonight, please come by the Discord and we'll hang out for an hour or so and have a little Q&A hangout session. So if you have questions that couldn't get covered in the stream or stuff you want to go more in depth with, please come back to the Discord afterwards and have a hangout with us. There will be punch and pie. Welcome, MJ. How's it going, buddy? Say hello to the lovely people. I feel like I've just been talking for 10 minutes.
Oh, I know. Your voice is very therapeutic. I love it. Hi, everyone. Good to be with you. Always fun sharing the mic with my friend Pers.
You too, buddy. Please reply where to write custom prompt in LTX latest dev model workflow. Well, I happen to have that model open. I have that workflow open. Let's have a look at that real quick before we get started. I think we do this and then share and then entire screen. We just getting used to our new streaming toys here. Give me a 1 sec. Where's my screen share? That's odd. Oh, there it is. Boink. There we go. That's enough of my face. So if we go over to the LTX text to video, right here is where you add the custom prompt. So the green box right here, your clip text encode, you replace this with the prompt that you'd like to have LTX make. So we're going to dive into this workflow and more later, but first we're going to have a nice, cool look at some cool stuff the community's been up to. So let's jump into that. MJ's been sending me links, so I'll just start pulling them up here.
Should be some good stuff.
Yeah. I know it keeps making my face super big. I want to do my screen. There we go. All right. Let's have a look at this one. So this, I believe, is Vace, V-A-C-E.
It is.
And that is, man, it is so much fun. Like the control that you have. So this is built on top of Juan Video. So if you've been playing with Juan or you've been over on Banadoko or any of the other places or on the ComfyUI Discord in general, you've probably seen everybody freaking out about Juan because it's like so powerful and so controllable. So in this, I think we got the original video here of Neo, and then in the bottom right, we've got a depth map generated with Depth Crafter. And then we've given Flux One Dev a depth image of the first frame to get the style. And then we fed all that Leighton Spencer has fed all that into Juan with Vase and a reward Laura. But if you'll notice, that's actually the 1.3 Vase model, which means this is like an extremely lightweight video model with this level of control locally is it's super exciting. So heck yeah, that's Leighton
It's
Spencer.
impressive.
Yeah, no, it's so cool. Let's see.
My cat is losing its mind. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. And this is an example of Vase One with AI Warper by AI Warper. Source left, output middle, frame reference right.
Cool.
So let's have a look at this full screen here. One sec, just kill the volume. There we go. So yeah, input video on the left, Dream on the right or middle, and then the reference image on the right. So you take a frame from your input footage, you Dream over it, and then you feed them both into Vase, and you can basically stylize footage with an input image, which is just unbelievable to have locally.
And what was striking with this one the most is the lighting on the gem on the like on the crown.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's actually got like that, like it's like a beveled like edges and the lights like traveling across them and stuff. The other really neat thing about this workflow is if your video is longer than the range, you can actually keep batching these out, and the flicker is not very noticeable if you keep doing it. So you can really extend these videos and get like super long runs out of them, which is really cool. Our friend Kytra is doing a lot of that right now. I think she's building out some series and stuff like that. It's really cool. All right, this is an example. Oh, this is Kent is Cooking with ComfyUI and
The one and only
Stable Diffusion 1.5. Very but it still goes left in sorry guys, I'm downloading HiDream and my internet's pretty crap today. Yes, SB, I showed you the
I think we lost you, Pers. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, sorry guys, my internet's bad today. That's why we're on Restream, so that we don't lose our connection if one of us goes down. So it's already paid for itself. Where did you lose me when I was talking about Kent stuff? Probably.
Yeah. You were trying to comment on the prompt.
Yeah, well, yeah, Kent is still doing incredible stuff with Stable Diffusion 1.5. So let's not let's not rule out old SD 1.5. There's still some magic in there. And this is I don't even know what to call this. Some kind of prompt travel with animate diff and embeddings or something. I don't want to speak for Kent, but he's got some amazing concepts when working with conditioning and animate diff. So definitely worth checking out Kent's stuff.
He's amazing.
Really artist. Oh, lost my connection again. Guys, let me kill the hopefully this will help if I kill the HiDream download. We'll just play with LTX today. We can maybe you can pull up HiDream on yours, MJ.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. So yeah, hopefully my connection will be more stable now that I'm not downloading a giant file. And I think it's time for some new internet. Copy link address. All right. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this person's name because I'm bad at that. But yeah, follow them on Twitter and let's check out their work.
I just love the styling. The style of this one is it's came out beautiful.
Yeah, this is really cool. Is this all comfy, or you don't know?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like it has to be with Comfy, given the fact that like it had Comfy. So I'm assuming it was. I would be guessing probably 1 or something. That would be my guess. But it's just the styling is gorgeous.
Cool. Well, they say they did it with ComfyUI, so let's go. Oh, and you got another one here from them. Ooh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, same creator. Another like very beautiful style. I really love the way this one, artistically how it came out. It's awesome.
Yeah,
It's inspiring.
yeah.
The fact that we can do these kind of things directly, with Comfy and on your machine.
Looks like there might be some after the fact compositing here, but it's
Yeah, I see
really
it.
good. It's really, really good. Oh yeah, here, let me put the person's username in the chat there on X. Good idea, Illumabot. Okay, yeah, and then what else? I was also checking out some cool stuff over on Banodoko. Lots of people do crazy stuff every day over there. So if you're not in, you should pop in over there. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is more I think this is LTX. Let me check. LTX 9.6 and frame pack. So frame pack is something else we should probably discuss, which just came out. I haven't played with it yet, but it's pretty interesting. So packing input frame context in next frame prediction models for video generation. From what I understand, the TLDR of this is it generates really good videos in about 6 gigabytes of VRAM, and it does it in a procedural frame by frame format. So I guess the length of the video is now, it doesn't matter. So this is super cool tech. Uh, Kajai's already written a wrapper for it.
Of course. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, if you want to dive in. Super low VRAM, 150 frames, 30 FPS. These were done on a 3060 6 gigabyte laptop.
Wow. Definitely something we can cover one of these streams for sure. It looks really good.
Yeah. Well, once the nodes get a little cleaner. I mean, the joke. This made me laugh. Oh, I guess he's updated it now, but last night it said, I just started this. Don't even try it or something like that. Like some cheeky comment, like, like I just wrapped it. Don't even bother trying. One sec, just replying to. This user SB Indian AI wants to know where to put the custom prompt for LTX. I will just show that one more time real quick. That's this green node here, your positive prompt. That is where you put the prompt for your LTX. So if you need to change the prompt for your video, it's right there in that green node that says clip text encode. All right. Yeah, you can also unplug the prompt enhance, like Lucifer said, and use your own. Entirely up to you. All right. So yeah, frame pack. It looks really cool. I'm really stoked to dive into this. It's so fun to have all these image to video models locally because a lot of us have a bunch of images we've already made, and B, like that's it's so much easier to prompt with images than it is with words. So being able to make the image and then describe the action is like super powerful for storytelling. So yeah. Like I said earlier, it's just an embarrassment of riches of models that just keep dropping every single day. So let's just enjoy this amazing time.
Yeah, it's like it feels like we get a couple every week now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super fun. And yeah, tell me in the chat what you've been working on lately. What have you been playing with? Is there models I haven't even heard of? Probably. Tell me about them. Tell me about what you guys have been working on. And yeah, feel free to come by to the Discord afterwards to have a hangout. The link is on comfy.org, comfy.org. Link is in this little, let me just add this ticker here. There we go. Link's down there. That's the URL, comfy.org. So yeah, I think we're going to move on now and start playing with LTX a little bit. Unless there's any more models or, features or things you guys heard about, you want to talk about, hit it in the chat. And meanwhile, we're going to play with some LTX here. So yeah, I downloaded the LTX 2B0.9.6 distilled and dev models. So these are the new models by LTX. They are really cool. The distilled model only takes 8 steps and the dev model takes 20 to 30. But even you're going to be amazed. Watch this distilled. So we'll set this to 8 steps. And let's load up the bottom screen here so we can see what's up. Okay. It just takes a second to load up all the models the first time. As you can watch, this little green box goes around the node as it moves through the structure of the nodes. We can talk about this workflow too a little bit, because this is like the basic workflow that comes with ComfyUI. If you go to workflow, browse templates, and you go to video, it's right here. LTX, text to video. Comfy's recently added a bunch of really awesome templates to get you started. So it's pretty much, this is all you really need to get started with Comfy. You don't need to download people's crazy workflows, install their custom node packs or anything. Just go into the example templates and start playing with stuff that you've heard of or stuff you haven't heard of, and see if it does the thing you want it to do. The other cool thing they've done is when you load up one of these templates, if you don't have the models, it will actually tell you what models you need now, which is super cool. And it has a little download link and it puts them in the folder and all that. So
I just did on Ubuntu and it worked right up.
Yeah. So the startup process for Comfy is, wow, look at that. So yeah, like I said, 9 seconds to generate this video on my 3090, which means that would be 4 or 5 seconds on a 4090. Let's just generate a bunch of them while we talk. So yeah, just look at it go. I hide this. Let's get you up in the top. And yeah, this is a pretty fresh Comfy install, so you'll notice it's pretty vanilla. Everything is as it comes set up. So this should be like your sort of experience when you start with Comfy. These are crazy.
I wonder what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good from here for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it starts to break down when you look closer. But again, 10 seconds, 9 seconds is actually wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a bit of weird keyframing I've noticed. You see how there's all these spots on her face will show up and then boom, they go away.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bit of that, a bit of prompt stickiness. But again,
she's just stressing. Stress.
This is the distilled model too. So yeah, again, if you want to do what I'm doing here, workflow, browse templates, video, and LTX.
Yeah.
I'm doing text to video, but we're going to do image to video next after we play with this, because image to video is really, really kind of the fun part. And then here's all the WAN stuff. If you want to dive into WAN, here's the HiDream video stuff. If you want to dive into that, it's really, really powerful. And then there's Emoji, which is awesome too. But yeah, this LTX V is the fast one that runs on very low VRAM. So yeah.
And let's see if I have.
Yeah, if you have, Vincent says here, although it's fast, I don't personally get sharp and consistent output from LTX, so I'll stick with WAN or FramePack HiDream. Yeah, so basically it is tool for the job, but it's the speed, right? It's the speed more than anything. So like I actually enjoy the weirdness of no, we're gonna do frame pack next week. As if we're not going to try frame pack, we are going to do frame pack next week when the nodes are a little more universal, so that we can give you guys a slightly more reproducible experience. But yeah, this is crazy. So let's change to the dev model and see if it looks better at like 30 steps. So I'll do a bunch of these. Yeah, frame pack is super exciting, but it came out yesterday, I think. So 30 steps, the dev model takes what? 33 seconds? A 3090, so that's 15 seconds, 4090. I think we're going to see some stuff with LTX, probably some sort of control system, maybe like Vase or reward LoRa's or LoRa's in general. I have no idea about the architecture on that end, but I'm hoping we get it.
You're running with Sage and all that stuff, or nothing?
No, this is just regular.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Occurring to me,
it's really not bad.
Just occurring to me, I don't think there's NSFW stuff on here. Looking okay. All right, cool. Change that for next time. Yeah, see, we get that's what I mean about the keyframing, and the face starts to lose its cohesion a bit. But again, 30 seconds for 720p is crazy. So let's stop this and let's try stop them all. Yeah. So let's add at the very beginning NSFW, nude, nudity, all that stuff.
Yep.
And then let's try another prompt. So what I like to do with the prompts is just pull up like a local LLM or ChatGPT or whatever you got, and help just sort of like smash a prompt together. Because with LTX, your prompt, you want it to be like 3 or 4 or 5 sentences, like a paragraph, maybe 2 paragraphs, very descriptive, very elaborate, because like when you have a small amount of data, it doesn't have a lot to go on, and it just kind of makes mushy stuff sometimes. So yeah, definitely dive in with like these long prompts.
And it takes to have the movement to describe the scene.
Yes. I'm just having ChatGPT create me a little prompt here.
I was going to say, if you want me to
create a cool prompt for an image generator or a video generator describing an ethereal scene. Be descriptive. I'd like 3 to 5 sentences, please. Beautiful. So it gave us this nice long prompt here. A vast shimmering lake stretches into the horizon beneath a lavender sky pulsing with faint auroras. I think auroras? Oh, maybe it means like aurora boreal. Aurora borealis.
Yeah.
Borealis is this.
It's hard to say.
Its surface so still it mirrors the stars above like a second cosmos. So this is just like a long, flowery, cool, trippy fantasy prompt. So let's try that. And try everything. It's good at realism, but it's got other crazy stuff in it too. So like the model, I mean, you can try all kinds of cool stuff. Hope we can make these videos on Comfy. Yes. Do 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 boop boop do 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 boop. I can't believe we're generating videos in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's
Like,
can
remember the first days of the forum, like how long it took to make like a video?
image.
Yeah, images. Oops, we got
Oh,
some
that's cool.
watermarks
Oh, yeah,
here, but it's
compromise.
a really
Yeah,
cool video.
yeah.
That's really neat. Let's run another one of those. So yeah, this is just text to video. Oh, another cool thing you can do with text to video as well is if we add there's a node pack called Florence.
Oh, yeah. Good old. Love this
Did I
one.
go to I went to the models. I've used this app before.
First day on the job.
Yeah, first day on the job. What was I doing?
You were looking for Florence to
Yeah.
local LLM. Yeah.
Thinking is overrated, people. Just vibe your way through life. All right, let's have a look at the video it made and then restart Comfy. Oh, cool.
Oh, that is cool. I like that.
Yeah. Nice. All right, let's give Comfy a little restart here because I've added Florence. So I'm going to show you a cool way to do image to video that's not really image to video. So it's just sort of like a fun little way of thinking about the way diffusion models work. And a lot of you already know these tricks, so like don't feel like I'm talking down to you. You guys already know, but some people that are new to this stuff and they're just learning this stuff for the new time. So for the first time. So that's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the experts. I assume you guys already know what you're doing.
I mean, it's always good to hear like a different experts like way of doing things. You always learn, like different methods, different approaches.
Oh yeah, like it's funny. Even now, I've been using Blender for years and years, but I'll just flip on a tutorial or something, and
Like,
somebody will do
yeah.
something in some way, and you're just like, I have been doing that the dumbest way possible
Yeah.
for like 4 years.
Yeah, or like some people might be using Moondream, instead of Florence, and be like, oh, I didn't know about this one. It's Moondream, right? I think that
Yeah.
was yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I'll explain what we're doing here. We're installing. Oh, you know what? This one downloads. Oh no, I've got the files. This should be fine. Wink. Yeah, refresh the browser. So when you update Comfy and you put a new custom node in and hit restart, it'll ask you to refresh the browser, and that's just so that it can like connect all the backend stuff to the new nodes, so that when you go to use them, they'll work.
Mhm. And
Otherwise, they're not in the context.
I'll give you guys a little secret to a trick too, which is very useful. Let's say you download a LoRa and your workflow is already running. You do not have to refresh the page, like actually refresh the Chrome page. You can just do R or go to edit and
Yeah,
update model definition, or I forgot the exact name, but it's
yeah.
very useful. This way you don't have to lose anything. It just will fix all the folders inside the
Update
Comfy.
all
Yeah,
these little
very useful.
things. So if you put a new file in the folder and yeah, it's not showing up, just hit R
R. Yep.
and wait for this little green thing to come up. Sometimes it'll go red, then green. So you just got to wait for it to do its thing. But yeah, so the node I just added was the ComfyUI Florence 2 node, which is a part of Kajai's Florence 2 node pack, which was in the manager here. Custom nodes manager Florence 2 by Kajai. So I use this model to describe images to myself for certain tasks. And in this case, I want to use his Florence 2 model loader. And I already have these files downloaded. But if you don't, there's actually another loader here called the download and load Florence 2.
Mhm.
So you can go in and just select the model you want and it'll download it. And then it'll only download it once. And then if it sees it after it's downloaded it, it'll just use it. So you can kind of use that one all the time. But I already have these models and I don't want to risk downloading one right now. So I'm just going to select it. So Cog Florence 2.2 is what I'm going to use for this. So what we want is a detailed caption or a more detailed caption. So detailed caption is about 2 sentences. A more detailed caption is, about 4 to 5 sentences. And then caption is like one sentence, basically. Just to describe the image you throw in here. So we're going to load an image. And I think we'll just use this weirdo.
Looks familiar.
Yeah. And then this caption here, we can spit that out. Well, actually, I have to install a node pack to see it because I don't think Comfy has a text reader built in. Whoa, don't hit F12. Don't hit F12. All right. Caption out. Text. Oh, we don't. All right. I'm going to add a node pack. Again, this is a fresh Comfy install, so most of you will have these nodes already, but I want Python Gauss. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Python Ghost. I want his custom scripts. Yeah, that's this node here, or node back here. There's a bunch of cool stuff in here. Highly recommend it. But I'll show you what I need it for. Let's install it. I select the latest and install it. And when it's done,
restart.
We're going to restart. Confirm. And we're going to check our terminal window to see what's happening. When you install a new custom node in Comfy, when you restart Comfy after installing it, it'll run its installation script. So Comfy will always take a little longer to start up after you've installed some nodes because it's busy setting up the environment to use those nodes. And you can see what it's doing if you go look at the terminal and just read this stuff. Get used to reading the terminal if you want to get into this stuff, because like it's telling you what's wrong, and then you have to figure out. Oh, Comfy, yeah. So let's go refresh, caption out. Now we have this cool show text pice node. And so this is going to tell us the string that's coming out here is the caption that it's going to get from this image. It's going to spit that string out here so we can read it. And then we're going to pull that string and just plug it right into the positive prompt. So in Comfy now, if you drag an input to a thing, you don't actually have to make it. And you could, back in the day, you used to have to right click and say, convert this input into a node. But now you just grab the input and drag it to where it should be, and it'll make an input. So we're taking this text and we're making it this text. So when I run this now, let's go back to the distilled model because it's faster.
And it will also show us in the little show text box what the prompt is, which is
useful. So now, assuming I did everything correctly here, which
it's going to for sure start with beautiful man.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see what you got.
A close-up portrait. No, let's get that image there. There we go. So we got a close-up portrait of a man with a full beard and mustache wearing rectangular black frame glasses. He has dark hair and wears a dark-colored sweater and a gray jacket with a camouflage pattern. The background shows a snowy street with trees and a building, indicating an urban setting. The image has a muted color palette with the man's beard and glasses, contrasting against the white snow and gray sky. So it's probably going to make something that looks nothing like me. But the idea is this is your prompt. You just drop the image in and then,
Yeah, I use the Florence all the time. It's so useful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite fast too.
Nailed it. Oof.
Very pensive.
Don't love all the weird beard.
Yeah.
Did I do something wrong? It's a distilled model. 8 steps. So what tends to happen here? And I've come across this a lot. Now that I have this prompt, right? It's describing a static thing. It's describing a photograph, which means it is not describing an action. It is describing a thing that's happening. So like, unless that thing that's happening is clearly an action, you're probably just going to get somebody standing there like mean mugging the camera. So what I like to do is add another node pack, which again, I always have these installed anyway. So like normally you don't have to do this all the time, But what I really want is this node pack called Various ComfyUI Nodes by Type. And it's by James Walker. So let's install that. I'll just link that here. Oop. Let me link that other one too.
Pies.
Pygos. Yeah. Cool.
This way you guys can follow along too.
Yeah, you guys can grab those if you want. You probably already have them, honestly. But if not, they're just like handy little utility nodes that make life easier. From this one, I need a string concatenator, and I'll show you what that does. It's a very powerful tool to have in your arsenal. So let's restart here. Confirm, and then if we go look at the terminal, it's going to tell us what it's doing, which is updating Comfy. Let's make this a little bigger here. Well, it looks like that installed very quickly. So, and as you can see, when Comfy starts up, there's this import times for custom nodes. If you read this and any of them say failed, then you'll know that that node pack did not install correctly. And then you can go back up and try to determine why. And always Google an error message. If you see an error message you don't understand, just Google it. You don't even have to Claude it or anything, or ask an AI. Just Google it, because I guarantee someone else has come across it. It might not be your direct case, but they might say, "Oh, I just had to reinstall Xformers or whatever," and that's usually enough to get you going down the path to fixing your problem. So, don't be afraid to Google error messages and just sort of try to sift through the techno babble to find the information you need, because
And another thing that I noticed works for me too is you go on the actual Git of the custom node, and if you look at errors, you will typically maybe find a suggestion of how to fix it there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the reason I wanted to add that node pack there is because I want what's called a concatenate string, or string concatenate.
Mm-hmm.
So this node will let you say, I want to take A, and then I want to put B after A. So in this case, this prompt that I have is going to be my B, because I want to add something before the prompt. So I want to say a man dancing on the street in winter. So this is the beginning thing that I'm typing. The sort of, well, it's called a prefix, but yeah. And you don't have to use these. You can use multi-line. You can use these multi-line string nodes and plug them in as well. So like, if I plug this into A, now I don't have to
choose it. Yeah, single line
in winter. So that way I don't have to write, like, yeah, I got a whole thing here to type it into. So it's going to put this, and then it's going to put this Florence thing because it's plugged into B. So A, B. Yeah, this probably makes more sense here. Let's do it like this. All right. So visually, it's going to say a man dancing on the street in winter, and then the rest of the prompt to describe it, so that the action is happening first. And hopefully, if we take this concatenated string and plug that into here, and we can actually plug it into here too, so we can see what our sort of final result looks like. Actually, we can then plug that into this. Let's just water wheel this correctly. I'll just do this visually so it's a little easier to understand. Normally I would clean these nodes up a bit, but that there we go. So we got our Florence 2 loader. We're loading that into our Florence node. We're feeding the image into Florence. We're doing our string prefix, our string suffix, smashing them together with a concatenate node, looking at the result, and then spitting that result out into the positive prompt. So forget what it says here. This is from before. It's taking this prompt from this green dot here, the input. So if I run this, it should try to query the image after it's done loading the checkpoint. Hey, what's up, Orange? I can't say your name. Orangulitarian.
Hi to you, sir.
Orangulatan. I always just like, your name is just in my head, like as O with a lot of letters after it.
It rolls off the tongue. Ish. Yeah. If I can say it, anyone should with my French accent or
I have this thing
Latin.
where I don't really read words like phonetically. I kind of just like I see the word and I think I know what it means or think I know what it says, and it's not good. It's gotten me into lots of trouble in the
I was
past.
gonna say you were probably a spelling bee champion when you were younger.
Yeah, just guessing. Yeah, there's so many cool nodes out there. Oh, did I break it? Oh, I did. Comfy real broken. I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna restart Comfy. It was just hanging on this empty LTX video thing. Let's close the tab. Restart Comfy. Boom, it's up.
It should be all good.
Man, Comfy's fast when you don't have a lot of custom nodes installed.
A breeze.
Just make sure I didn't like fat finger drag out one of these values to crazy numbers. So that can happen. What I'm talking about here is sometimes when you're going like this, like dragging nodes. See how I grabbed this one by accident? Sometimes you can grab a value and move your mouse like that, and then all of a sudden my 97 frame sequence is 8400 frames. So yeah, just be mindful of where you click and drag. One way to avoid that is to use the
middle.
It's not working right now. Spacebar. That's weird.
Or the middle click.
Yeah, middle click helps. Middle click will grab and drag, but it won't activate the thing that's underneath it. So, yeah. Let's try this again.
Okay, let's see.
No flash attention import to remove. Should we try to load Comfy with that flash attention switch and see if it works?
Yeah, it makes me wonder what
I think there's like a use flash attention switch now. Now that you spent so much time getting it working.
Oh god, we could do a stream on that epic adventure of mine.
Getting Windows Triton to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fun one. That's one of those badge of honor things. I think you should get like a little like scout badge or something for that,
or a T-shirt for it because I finally got it to work.
I got Windows Triton to work, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yeah, special thanks to Yo-Yo for that, for sure.
Yeah, something is very broken.
It's it was freezing fine before.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's weird. It's like click. Yeah, the. Huh. I'm just gonna kill my browser entirely. Oh well, no, I'm not still downloading. Yeah, that's weird. All right. New browser. Okay, I'm actually going to delete this save animated WebP node, and I'm going to use
Combiner.
Yeah, Video Helper Suite, one of my favorite node packs by Kosinkadink. HCL's here; he can help. One sec, just going to restart here. I have a feeling it's that web save animated WebP node, but we'll find out in just a second.
Yeah, so SB Indian is asking how to explain the workflow, but I think I can just explain myself from listening to what Pers is saying. Is the idea is Pers is providing an image on the very left, and that image of himself, that image is going through a local LLM node that's going to basically describe that image, but that description is just a static image because Pers is just sitting there. And we are trying to animate this. So what Pers is doing is concatenating an empty text box where he's describing a movement that will be added before the description of the image that you can see on the bottom left here, on the very left. And these two are going to be combined together in the prompt, in the green box, which you have Pers just highlighted. and then that goes into basically the sampler, and LTX is going to generate a video from that prompt. And now on the VAD code, first it's going to add a video combine where it's going to generate an MP4. I hope that makes sense as being an AI.
Mm-hmm. So let's go to, we're going to make this an H.264 MP4, set the bit rate to about 12. They changed the term. Interesting. Okay. 24 frames per second, save output, yes. And then file name prefix, we'll call LTX T2V. It's good to label your outputs so that you remember later what you made it with. Or put them in, and if you want to put it in a subfolder, you just add a backslash on Windows or a / on Linux, Mac, and then the file name LTX T2V. So this one will save in a folder called LTX T2V, the file name called LTX T2V with stuff after it. So yeah, if you just want to save it into your outputs folder, you don't need the extra slash. Let's just use the regular. Yeah, let's just use the regular one. 13. Okay. So H.264 MP4 with a CRF of 13. That's about the best value for your quality to size ratio on your image. The lower you go, the larger your file, the higher the quality. The higher you go, the lower your file size, the crappier the quality. So yeah. Save output. For most things, you actually don't need more than, you don't need less than 16. But with this stuff, I tend to like to save like a pretty high quality original one just because why not? It's just disk space. All right. Let's see if it works now. Although it was crashing at like this node here.
Looks like you are still good to go, hopefully.
Yeah, it definitely got this far last time. I'll just keep wiggling it.
Did it crash right now, or?
No, it's doing the Florence stuff.
Okay, here we go.
It definitely broke once it sent this stuff to the clip. Oh, you know what? I think it's the show text node that's breaking it. No, it's just not. Let's see. What's it say here? You got any errors? It's a light graph error. Serializing values. Fun.
I wonder what caused it.
I'm just going to send this stuff to HCL and hope that it helps. I'm wondering if it's one of the nodes I added because it wasn't happening before.
Yeah, it didn't happen before the concat, so you can try just for
let's
for
just get
testing.
rid of that for a sec.
Yeah, just like that.
Man dancing in winter. No, same problem. It is doing the stuff and it is saving the files, but the I think the interface is something's up.
Yeah, we'll share the workflow, by the way, for sure.
No, the workflow is
yeah.
It's the default workflow, but I see what you mean. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys are watching us debug a problem live on stream. So literally office hours.
It's the beauty of this.
It's a beautiful thing. So anyway, the idea was to just smash the two prompts together and have it help with the action. But instead, let's just jump on to
image to
image to video.
Do you want to show the output real quick before? Because it's just if it generated.
Oh, yeah. Should be over here. Output.
I think this is going to satisfy all the OCDs to just see the result.
I don't think it's saved.
All right. Oh, well.
Oh, that's interesting that it didn't save, though. Yeah. Weird.
Well, it's suggesting to bypass the show text node.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, you can try real quick, like one last try.
Sure. Just double check. Oh, you know what? Actually, it was making them. I'm just in the wrong folder.
Also, the one thing that you changed before is you just did the chain from string
Perfection.
to. Oh, here we go. Yeah, looks good. Looks just like you.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's added a movement here.
Yeah. So yeah, adding the string before the thing did the thing that we wanted to do. Things were done. We were doing things, and then things got done. Yeah. So we're good to go. All right. Let's go back to browse templates. And we're going to. Oops. Oh, did you do that? Okay.
Yeah,
I
did. I did. I think it was a cool trick.
Yeah. No. No, that's not a cool trick. That's.
Well, see, I guess.
Oh, with image to video. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about text to video, and you were trying to get me to generate nudes on stream.
No, image to video.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. No, for sure. I do that with a lot of the closed ones too. I don't even prompt the image to video stuff. So yeah, let's try this default LTX v image to video workflow and see if it works. Should be fine.
Prompting is so 2024.
Yeah. Who wants to write anymore?
I never wanted in the first place.
Yeah. Distilled.
So as you can see, that's also in the work. You can all have access to this. It's all built into Comfy.
Yeah, it's all built into Comfy. I'm not using any specific workflows here. Oops, I just said best quality 4K HDR, a tracking shot of a beautiful scene of the sea, waves on the beach with a massive explosion on the water with a picture of my face.
I can't wait to see what happens here. Yeah. A little bit of firework in the background.
Nothing just exploded behind me.
Do you want to, just for fun, do you want to delete the positive just so we can try the trick from Vincent?
No prompt. Hold on. NSFW.
Okay. You're hiding
nudity.
Good move. Not your first rodeo, is it?
No.
All right, let's see what you do.
I have noticed sometimes you just get like a long zoom in or something. Like sometimes you don't get anything, but sometimes you get stuff. Or they just start talking like very animatedly, like blah 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 blah. Whoa.
Yeah, you called it.
Just talking with my mouth closed like I do.
And closing your eyes with your eyelids open. Scary.
I don't like any of that. Let's try video combine. MP4 13 true LTX I2V 24 frames per second. Okay. So let's try a man dancing in winter.
I want to see some moves first. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, it's time to move it.
Fun fact about Purrs, the very first time I met him online, he had a video of like him dancing. I thought it was him dancing, but it wasn't. Do you remember that one?
I do.
It was a vid to vid, and you got me good. I was like, man, this guy, he's got some moves.
Fantastic dancer. Online.
Can you have someone dancing behind you?
Yeah, there is like a crow or a killer guy from Scream. Yeah, the ghost killer guy from Scream.
That's what I
just vibing behind me. I don't love those blinks. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this is how easy the workflow is. You see that? I dropped the image in, I typed the words and hit the button. Like, whoa!
I like that. You were gonna dance.
I like the way my teeth just sort of come out of my mouth like that. That's great. Oh, that is so trippy. Let's switch to the dev model.
The demo, I was going to say, we should try that.
Yeah, let's try it at like 30 frames or 30 steps.
So 8 on the distill and 30 on the dev, correct?
Yeah. Model needs long descriptive prompts. If the prompt is too short, the quality will suffer greatly. That's been my experience too. So in that case, what if we take this "a man dancing in winter" prompt and then pop it over into the old GPT? Say, can you expand this prompt into a descriptive paragraph? A man dancing in winter. Oh, cool. It's going to put me in the forest.
This one's is a little better.
Oh, man.
Your mouth is kind of scary, though. It's like it's taped shut or glued shut.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's send me a couple of your generations on Discord, like some cool images you've made, so I can run them through.
Yeah,
because my face is not always the best example of what these models can do.
Yeah, I'll send you some right now. I was going to offer earlier. Aspect ratio is any aspect ratios will do.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah,
just here sending you some random ones.
Cool. Let me try that one first. Copy image, paste. What?
All made in Flux, by the way, just for the record, with Comfy.
Right on.
Oh, this one's gonna be good.
Person dancing in a black hoodie. YOLO. A skeleton
washing his hands in a pit on the ground, something like this.
In a puddle.
Yeah.
I think this might crop them badly, so this might be bad, but we're gonna try some stuff. YOLO. All right.
Blinking, turning her head, blinking, or looking up or down, or something.
Try
like
a woman smiles and winks at the camera.
And the last one would be interesting.
Oh, that's cool. They're kind of dancing.
Yeah, the cropping kind of got in the way, it looks like.
Yeah, we'd have to prepare these images a little better, I think. Actually, we might be able to just do that aspect ratio. I'm not sure. I haven't tried different aspect ratios with LTX yet.
But the movement of the hood is perfect, actually. Kind of, like
pretty cool. Yeah,
it's reacting pretty well to the
physics. Yeah,
the physics. Yeah. Okay, this one. Yeah,
this does happen sometimes. You just get like little specks on the runs.
Oh, I see.
From what I've noticed, LTX is extremely seed dependent in that sense. Like, if you get a bad run, just do another run.
SVD
chances
style.
Chances are it'll get better.
And thanks, Cosmic. Hi to you.
Agreed.
Okay, let's see. Oh, wink. Oh, the smile is here. Oh my god, it's kind of creepy in a funny and fun way. I hate it and I like it at the same time. Oh, it's kind of uncanny. So, look at that smile.
But yeah, we did a bunch of HiDream tests last week on the thing. So again, if you want to play with it, if you go to workflow, browse templates, image, I believe. Yeah, there are the workflows right there. HiDream dev, HiDream fast, HiDream full. You just load up the workflow, and then it will prompt you for all the models if they're missing. And if you want to just download them manually, all the links are on the left here. Just pop them where they tell you to put them, and then select them and go. But I'll show some of the stuff we made last week with HiDream because it's pretty funny. So we made, I think that was the default prompt, just a horse astronaut. We tried to make some text. Welcome to the Comfy Town on Discord. Almost. Welcome to the Comfy Org Town Hall on Discord. Pretty close. Well, there we go. Welcome to the ComfyOrg town hall on Discord. So like it is actually really good at text, like really good at text. See, she sells seashells by the seashore. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. That's amazing. I don't even think Flux would fully nail that. This one I tried to count to like 30 or something. It fell apart after, I guess, I don't know, what is that, like 256 tokens, 128 tokens or something like that. I'm not sure how far it is. This was a boat named Sinky full of holes. Yeah. This is a giant mecha stomping on a village, holding a sign that says "whoopsie."
These are good.
My bad. Didn't mean to step on your house, bro. This is the guy eating hot dogs, but apparently they turned into like apple strudel bagels or something.
Yeah, they look. Yeah.
There's a man holding a hot dog with way too much bun. Way too much bun. I sure wish I had 1,000 hot dogs right now. Nailed it. I think we tried some Ghibli stuff, some Simpsons stuff. I mean, holy cow, that's Homer, pretty much.
Next machine.
I can't remember. Someone was describing a problem they had at work or something. I can't remember. But,
I almost thought it was like a gigantic ice cube machine.
I think it is an ice machine spilling over or something. Then we tried some community prompts. See what ComfyOrg after party.
Oh my god, you look like
it just made me like Santa.
With what's the guy from Nacho Libre?
What I like is that he's got his hand here holding the sign, his other hand here holding the sign, but then his third hand is using the mouse.
Oh yeah, you have to multitasking at its finest.
ComfyOrg after party in the Comfy Lounge. Yep. I have no idea what I'm doing. Diffusion is hard. Yeah, I mean, like, it's really good at text. VFX guy, you can just add snow now for free. And turtle holding a sign that says slow down to a bunch of rabbits. These are people eating burgers. Baristas fighting in a coffee shop. Let's fix the blur and flux. Yeah, we're just mostly playing with the text. But yeah, it's really good. The text is really good. That's Tom Cruise cruising on a cruise missile. I think that's a lady riding a moose in the Canadian forest. It's just like, it's pretty prompted here. It just does the thing. I think I'm typing a lot of words in a row. There's a lot of words here. Yeah, that's where it's starting to fall apart. Drestio.
And Vincent, I personally have not used it myself yet. So first, what do you think about the HiDreams?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good at text. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a killer of anything, but that's sort of the way the thing with these things is, like, nothing is like better or worse than the other one, like all over holistically. Like, it's everything's good at something, so you just use this stuff for what it's good at, right? You know. But yeah, I mean, vibe noting, nailed it. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. But yeah, that is the dead simple basic LTX video and HiDream workflows. I mean, the HiDream workflow is there's nothing to it. You just prompt and go. You just got to make sure those models are in place. That's all.
And the big takeaway, I think, from today, which is cool, is you can all, sometimes it's hard to start somewhere, and you can you can and should start from these workflows. And you, like Purse did today, you start like plugging things in, like the LLM, to describe the image, and then you concatenate like a movement description, and here you go. You have your own custom little, text to vid based, image to text to vid that you just made from somewhat scratch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's how you learn how all these pieces fit together. So yeah, absolutely. Just like, start small, start with something, then add a little bit more. The thing about these new models is they're not super modular yet. They don't have a lot of like extra parts beyond like what you can do with the model. But the older models like SD15, SDXL, there's so much stuff you can do with them and connect the parts together that it can get overwhelming. So pick a task, start there, then pick another task, then pick another task. And eventually you'll be able to understand which architectures work together, how they work together, the flow of data, and like what works together and what doesn't. And yeah. So yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. I think we're going to wrap up the town hall now on the streamers. But as always, come on over to the Discord and meet us in the Comfy Lounge. We're going to hang out there for an hour or so and just do a little hangout Q&A. And if you have questions that weren't covered by the stream or stuff you want to talk about in person, hit us up there and we'll chat it out. And we'll be doing this every week. Look for more content from us on the YouTubes and the Twitches and the X's. We're really trying to provide a home for a lot of the creatives in the community to learn and work together on all this cool stuff that comes out. So if you have ideas, you have suggestions, you have comments, leave them in the comments for the streams, or just come to the Discord and talk to us. We're there. We'll be there in about 5 minutes over in the Comfy Lounge. So thanks everybody, and thanks MJ as always. We'll have Phil, we'll have Milan, we'll have lots of guests, and MJ's got some guests coming up next week. Some guest sessions. We'll announce those pretty soon, probably on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, and join the Discord, SB Indian. Like, you have a question, just join the Discord and we can help you there.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me add the the key cards up. Let me add there's the links down below, and we'll see you all next week. You stay safe, everybody, and
see you guys.
Take it easy.
Thank you, Kurt.
Enjoy all the fun stuff that comes out every week, and head them over to the Discord to learn how to use it. Bye-bye, everybody. See you soon.